Welcome back to another episode in our series about the biggest mistakes that international students make when applying to colleges and universities in the United States, particularly selective ones where you really have very little room for error. Today, we're going to talk about this big oversight that a lot of students find themselves making. And it specifically happens after the student hits submit on his or her online application. It's a very long process to apply to colleges in the United States. It's very unlike the process of applying to university in almost any other country on earth. And so most international students could be forgiven for after when they hit submit, they think it's over. Thank God it's over. I'm done. Now all I have to do is just wait to hear whether or not I've been accepted. But no, the United States college admissions process and application process in particular just keeps going. And what do I mean by that? Once you hit submit and pay for your application, you need to constantly check your email, the email address that you used on your application. Why? Because a few days, maybe even a few hours after you hit submit on your application, the college or colleges you've applied to will email you. And they'll email you not just to say thank you for applying, we'll get back to you in a few weeks or a few months. No, they're emailing you to give you access to a new portal, a portal that is not the common application or the application portal you use to apply to any of the schools that you apply to, like the UC schools or the MIT, etc. It's a whole new portal, and it's housed with that particular college or university. So even if you applied, let's say, on the common application, let's say you apply to Penn, or you apply to Northwestern, or you apply to University of Southern California on the common application, the new portal that you are going to be given access to is not the common application. It's a specific USC portal, or a specific Northwestern portal, or a specific Penn portal. And they're going to email you telling you how to either create your credentials for that portal, or they're going to email you directly your new login information or your credentials to get into that college-specific portal. And so many international students, maybe they're more on text, they're not on email that much, they're not checking their email. And after having just gone through what was frankly a very exhausting college application, they thought they were done. But no, they're not done, because why is this so important to get access to your portal well before you actually get your admissions decision? Well, in many cases, you're not going to get an admissions decision ever, because the college is going to ask you for even more information than what they asked in the common application or their initial college application. And they're only going to ask for that information once you're able to access your portal, your school-specific portal. So in just the last few months, I've had international students who applied. They thought they did everything. They went on vacation. They were happy. They thought it was over. They went back to school. They wanted to move on with their lives, and they were not checking their email. And, I follow up with them. I remind them, oh, I forgot to check my email. They go into the portal finally a week or two or three later. And what do they find? Lo and behold, the college is asking for more information. What type of additional information could they be asking for? Well, maybe they did not receive everything from your high school. Maybe a teacher recommendation was not received, or maybe a transcript was not received. So the great thing about these portals that are college specific is that the college will list out everything they're expecting of you in order to be able to review your file, and everything that has been received and everything that has not been received. And so anything that is required in order for them to be able to review your application file but is not yet received will be listed in that college-specific portal. So students who are international, make sure you check your email. If you have not gotten the email within a week of applying to a particular college or university, you should proactively follow up with that college or university to say, I have not been emailed access to any college admissions portal or admissions portal for your college admissions office. Am I missing an email? Maybe check your spam, because once you have the keys to that portal, i.e. your login credentials, that's going to confirm for you whether or not you are actually good to go and you've submitted everything you needed to submit. If you're lucky, in the case of a school like Penn, they don't usually ask for much additional information, because some of the things that other colleges ask for, they don't ask for. But sometimes even they have not received a teacher recommendation, an updated transcript, etc. But in the case of a school like a USC or a Miami or other schools, they regularly are asking for additional information. In the case of NYU, only after you submit your application does NYU ask an international student to self-report all of his or her courses and grades throughout high school. It doesn't actually happen on the application itself like it does for other schools, like a USC during the actual application process. In the case of a USC or Miami, those are schools that often will regularly want access to new information in the form of financial certification form, which I'll do a whole nother video on, and or as official self-reporting of or reminder to have your official IELTS or DET or TOEFL score sent because they were not anything other than self-reported on the actual initial application. Now they want the official score report. So there's any number of things that maybe weren't even asked of you in the initial application that will or could be asked of you when you actually log into that admissions portal. It's so important to do it because if those asks are unfulfilled, your application will not be reviewed. It could very well be pushed to the next cycle. So let's say you apply early decision at Boston University and you don't get what you need to get in time to Boston University. They're just going to push you to regular decision. Or maybe if you can ask in time, maybe ED2. But the point being, if you do this during regular decision, there's nowhere else to push you. They'll just defer, they'll just waitlist you and or reject you. So it's very important, and this is true of all colleges, if you're not checking your email and not logging into your admissions portal for the colleges on your list, it's very possible that your actual application file may not be considered complete. So yes, it's a long process. Yes, it's long and arduous. However, you need to make sure that even after running through the finish line, you keep running. So when you hit submit on that application, you're not really finished. You have to keep running and keep checking your emails and keep following up with the college and keep potentially sending them new information, or have testing agencies or your high school guidance office send new information so that your file can be completely closed and therefore ready to review. As you can tell, the American college admissions process is not a one and done process. It's not something that happens in a flick of a switch or with a snap of a finger. It takes many weeks, it takes many months, and frankly, if you're going to meet with the most success possible, it takes many years. And that's why I've actually started offering something known as Meistermind Monday, which is a sort of my take on a mastermind group. Cohorts are limited to only 10 students or families each. And each week, we're going to go over what you should be doing that week to make sure that you are ultimately in the best position to meet with college application and admission success at the end of the college application process in the United States. So if you're interested in learning more about Meistermind Monday, definitely click on the link below this video to learn more. And if you want one-on-one college admissions coaching with me, by all means click on CollegeMeister.com below this video, because that is the website where you can find information about all of my services, most of which are one-on-one. That Meistermind Monday service is actually a group service, and it's a weekly service, but again, I do one-on-one sessions over the course of an hour, over the course of a couple hours, and full-on college application package services. So go to CollegeMeister.com to learn more about those. If you just want to keep watching and getting the free advice here on YouTube, click the thumbs up button on this video, like it, share it with your friends, add a comment if you have a question or would like to see a future video, either in this series of videos about big mistakes that international students make when applying to colleges and universities in the United States, or on a whole nother topic related to the college admissions process in the United States of America. I hope you subscribe to my channel, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you keep watching. And until next time, stay safe and stay well. I'm the CollegeMeister. Have a great day.